The wire got stuck between my toes.
Check, check.
Do you need to do a sound check?
Oh, is he? Everybody?
Check.
Yeah, you're good.
Check,
Check.
check, check.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, then.
Should I do it again?
No, we're good.
Okay. Wow. Hello, hello. Welcome to our Christmas edition, as you can see, of What the Flicks. So, I'm Susan Ayers.
Patty Smith.
Lon Shima.
Sean White.
Jorge Sanchez.
Okay, so let's get this started. Okay, this week our Christmas movies are Last Christmas, Bad Santa, All is Bright, Fat Man, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, and we're going to start today with Lon and Last Christmas.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
Look, okay, it's not my fault.
I bet nothing's ever your fault, is it, darling?
You have thrown away your life working in some silly Christmas shop.
Baby, don't cry.
Hey, Elf! This is my little helper. I have nicknamed her Lazy the Elf because she appears never to work.
Father, if only Christmas get me out of here.
What?
Jesus, where'd you come from?
Well, what are you looking at?
Might be a falcon.
Oh, damn it!
I think it just pooed in your eye.
Yeah, I think so.
It's good luck, you know.
What is?
Getting pooed on by a bird.
I'm busy, you're weird. Goodbye.
You've missed 5 doctor's appointments. Mum is scared.
So, tell me about sleep.
She never sleeps.
Exercise?
Religiously.
Not at all.
Alcohol?
Oh, she's drinking
like the pirate. Well, okay, fine. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for your time. Let's go, Mum.
Whoa! You! Again.
What do you mean again?
Did you follow me here?
Are elves always so cynical?
Yes, relentlessly. These are dark times.
I'm Tom.
Kate?
Here we are.
Is this the bit where you murder me?
So what is it that you do?
I sing.
Oh, it's amazing.
Anyway, boring.
I'm not bored.
You are so strange. Where are you going?
We're in there.
Well, you're not homeless.
No, I volunteer here.
Why didn't you just get Satan tattooed on your forehead?
You were great at your job when you started, but now it's like you don't care anymore.
Hi.
Can I help? Maybe you should do something nice for someone.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
Oh, boy.
I've been volunteering at the shelter.
Seriously?
That sounds like a healthy choice. What's wrong with you?
I've been trying to find you, but you keep disappearing. And then when I do bump into you, accidentally, I might add.
It wasn't accidental.
Why me?
It's always going to be you. You like? You're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. You're made of everything you do. You can't be here! No, we're leaving!
Well, I sort of picked this out of desperation because I was trying to find something that everyone could see and hopefully they didn't have to rent it. But unfortunately, this is not one of those movies because it came out last year. This is the second time I'd seen it. Now, the first time I saw it, something I completely missed was it's based on or inspired by the George Michael's Last Christmas song, which I didn't know. Now, in saying that, I don't know the song well enough, so I don't know how it applies to the plot. So anyone who knows the song,
I do.
please
Yes.
put it. I know they make mention of heart in the song.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Okay.
The very next day, you gave it away. There we go.
Which, right there, just keep those
Bouncing ball.
lyrics in mind as you watch the movie. But it was directed by Paul Feig. You might know him from Bridesmaid and Spy, actually, which was one of my favorites of his movies. And this is like a nice, sentimental, but sort of bizarre Christmas story. You take this young girl who's obviously adored by her mother, has a sister who's sort of ignored by seemingly both her parents. And then they're from Yugoslavia. So they're immigrants, but this young lady's in her mid-20s. She used to sing. That's how the film opens. She's at a Christmas festival and she's singing. And her mother's just, you could tell she adores her. And her mother's played by Emma Thompson, by the way, who also co-wrote it.
Oh.
And what happens is she has an illness of some sort that you don't find out till later on because the mother's constantly worried about her, constantly calls her, wants to know what she's up to. But this young lady, played by Emilia Clarke, she's very good playing this character.
The mother of dragons.
To which she's playing this sort of self-absorbed, self-centered person. And not, to be quite honest, right away, she's not very likable. You can see how she treats her family, how she treats her friends. All she wants is to live her life her own way and doesn't care. She's having one-night stands. She's been thrown out of her seemingly apartment because people can't stand her, and you find out why. And like I said, she's not a very good person. She happens to work for somebody who also seemingly is not a nice person, played by Michelle Yeoh. She plays a character named Santa. She's Chinese, but she loves Christmas. Now, this is the core of Christmas movies to me, is the fact that I keep forgetting there are people who love Christmas. It could be all year round.
It could be all year round, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what Michelle Yeoh plays. But she has faith in this young girl. She said she had such a spark. She liked the way she treated people. But when she got her ill and came back, she's not the same. And so now she's almost like the dragon lady on her. So one day, she just goes out, or she's looking out the window, and she knows this guy that's just looking up. Couldn't figure out what is he doing, what's he looking at. So she goes out there, meets him. This is played by Henry Golding. He's just out there, he's just sort of looking up, and she thinks, what the hell is he looking at? So he tells her, oh, look up. And he said, there's a bird. Of course, it craps right in her face and in her eye. This sort of sums up, I guess, how you would see his life and her life in a flash. You think, okay, this is what life in her mind has dealt her,
right?
And he's constantly telling her to look up. There's something always better to see. So as the movie unfolds, they begin almost seemingly like a friendship that might turn into a romance, but he's not always there. That he keeps running into her at times. And she, again, is stumbling through her life with her family, her sister, which she's almost trying to destroy, friendships that they take her in, and even her closest friends just say it takes one thing, and of course she does the one thing, and then boom, she's out on the street again. And as the movie unfolds, and again, inspired by George Michael songs, who, again, I was telling Sean, I only know two. I know Wake Me Up Before You Go Go and Fake. Those are two George Michael songs I know.
Well, that would be appropriate. Wake Me Up and Go Go.
Well, what's funny is that I watched it subtitled as well.
Right.
So they kept saying, oh, George Michael's singing. So I realized, oh, that's a George Michael song. And apparently he's scattered throughout the entire movie.
Oh my God, yes. How could you not love that?
The iconic song that the movie
I was like, why do I like this soundtrack so much?
So if you're a George Michael's fan, you're definitely going to love it. Like I said,
Michael.
the writers were inspired by the song. The story was by Emma Thompson and Greg Wise, and the screenplay was by Emma Thompson and this Briony Kimmings. And I thought it was a nice enough movie. I think it lacked sort of a true Christmas spirit, in my opinion. But all the things you expect of the Christmas spirit are present. There are times with dealing with homeless, making social issues. I love Emma Thompson, going on about Brexit. She's a foreigner. She keeps talking about, oh, they just hate us. They just hate us. I mean, and her father's a cab driver who prefers to just be out driving cabs than being at home with his wife, even though they've been together for so many years. I would recommend this movie, but I would say ultimately it is a drama, because as you see how the lives of everyone gets intertangled, you even get romance in it of some sort. It has sort of a genuinely nice, warm feeling ending, which I think sort of warrants the Christmas side, but it does have an odd kind of something in the background that might even disturb people. But, you know, it's funny because nowadays, disturbing movies, which we're going to see a couple Christmas disturbing movies in this show, or talk about them at least, it is sort of interesting that that's sort of the new kind of way, that it's not just all about how I was when I was growing up, how everything is just nice and perfect. Somebody does one thing bad and does the whole thing to redeem themselves for Christmas, finding the true Christmas spirit and the magic of Christmas. This sort of has it, and yet it doesn't, because there is sort of a certain sadness or bittersweet quality. But I think that's what I like about it, sort of that bittersweet quality that this movie really has. But it is a happy ending. So anybody likes happy endings, you'll like the movie. Let me just say that right off that.
Okay. Sean?
So, when I first saw the commercials for this, I didn't think I was going to like it. Because I was like, Lifetime movie kind of thing. You know, that's the vibe.
Hallmark Channel.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So that's
Exactly.
the vibe that I got. So I'm really glad that you picked it. I loved the entire cast. I thought they were all amazing. I mean, everybody in it, I thought just did a great job. And I'm also glad because, again, thinking it was like a Lifetime-y kind of movie, I'm glad it was like set in England. You know, it was supposed to be set in England.
right.
You know, because I was thinking, even when it started, I wasn't quite sure. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a girl goes to New York, tries to become a city. Blah, blah, blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
But it wasn't. And yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. Yeah, the entire cast. I loved the little neighborhood that it was in. I loved the character Santa. I just thought she was friggin' awesome. The whole Christmas shop with the cheesy, the gibbon, you know, all the little ornaments that were just
Baby Jesus with all his teeth.
like, yeah, with a full set of teeth. Like, I really liked it. I think people will be pleasantly surprised with it. You know, if they like that kind of thing. And yeah, it's a love story. It's kind of a heartbreaker. In a way, you know, in two ways. Yeah, I liked it.
I agree. Okay.
Yeah, I really love the movie too. Let me read a review by David Fear of Rolling Stone, who described the film as, quote, incredibly, shockingly, monumentally bad. The kind of bad that falls somewhere between finding a lump of coal in your stocking and discovering one painfully large in your rectum. But having said that, but you know what? I disagree. Well, we have different. But you know, I disagree. I really enjoyed it. I like Sean. I'm always aware of cast, the ensemble, and it had a great cast. I just love everybody from the Danish guy or the Ivan
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boy. Just kept calling him Boy.
Boy. No, Santa, I love her character. You saw Yao, crushing tigers and dragons in the movie. So yeah. So the writing, I could hear what's her face, Emma Thompson in the writing. In the dialogue, I could hear Emma Thompson. It reminded me of the movie she did with Will Ferrell, which is a writer, and he's kind of hears whatever she writes.
And Stranger Than Fiction.
Yes. That was
It reminded me because I keep hearing her talking in the movie, in everybody's dialogue, and I thought it was really clever, but at times a little cheesy too, because the kind of, like you said, very hallmarky, very Lifetime. I thought Henry Gooding was, this guy. He could be the next, like a James Bond kind of. He should be cast in a spy film.
He could be, and they should.
I should be. Somebody should be writing this guy for the next spy movie because he really has that leading man personality, the voice, everything. So yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though it was a schmaltzy Christmas movie, I loved it. I loved it. It was just different enough from the usual Christmas stuff. It went in a different direction. That Emilia Clarke and Harry Golding had great charisma. I really believed it. I believed their connection. I like the unsophisticated Kate. That's who Emilia Clarke plays. Kate reminded me of Bridget Jones. Do you know the English movie Bridget Jones? She's just kind of the anti-heroine. She just, everything she does is bad, wrong. So I like that a lot.
A fuck up, how they say sometimes.
Henry Golding is an absolute charmer. as the mysterious and magical Tom. And that's what I said to George when I was watching. It's like he's almost like a magical character. He just keeps popping up.
Very whimsical.
All the time,
Yeah,
right?
whimsical.
he's a crazy rich Asian.
Yeah.
That was the interesting part, was the teaming of him and his mother.
Yes,
Michelle
exactly,
Yeoh
yes.
played his
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, how fun.
So I thought this movie went to unexpected places. Other than where other rom-coms go, you know, it was like at first I was like, and then I was like, oh, this is more interesting. And then I can't forget the George Michael soundtrack.
yeah.
It's great. Yeah,
Okay.
that was great.
It's like I could have been the worst movie in the world, and I would have found redeeming value in it because every song, I'm like, I love that song.
They even had a song that was released 2020. You know, the last
really?
song in the credits, and I was like, because I was going, damn, that's a good song, and I have to look it up. Oh, George Michael 2020. I went on Spotify.
Yeah.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Wow.
And so that was it. It was like it was based on that song. You know, what's the
Last Christmas.
Christmas.
Last Christmas. And you know, it was exactly the right song. And there was one line in the movie that I just thought was amazing and summed it all up. And he was saying to Emilia Clarke, it was like, hey, you would have got my heart one way or the other.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay, Miss Downer. Let's go.
Just call me DD on this one.
Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me kill the music. Wah, wah, wah.
Not Debbie Downer. Realistic, okay? Okay, so Kate is a fuck up. We all get that. After a while, it gets kind of boring because you just want to slap the crap out of her. Okay?
Very much so. I agree.
Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, if you're 15, okay, but what? She's 27? Get over it, right? And it's just so one-dimensional. It could have been such a great movie. It had so much potential to be much deeper, to be more like tug at the heart, and it didn't even go there. It just kept on her being a fuck up and ha ha ha, and him showing up once in a while, and except for Emma Thomas and the Dragon Lady, who I call her Dragon Lady.
Santa.
They made the movie. They made the movie, but the other two didn't. You know it's not romantic right away. That's the thing I got.
I didn't.
Yes, but I'm smarter than you. No, I watch so many movies, so it's like, okay, immediately, I know she's thinking, oh, it could be romantic, but you know it's not romantic. So I'm thinking, so well, what is it? It's got to be something else. So the minute you take out the romantic part, and personally, you know, I do not like romantic
Yeah, you
love
should have liked
stories.
that.
I did like that part if it went somewhere. But
Well, it did
So
go
It did go somewhere.
But it was going, what's Khal Drogo?
it stayed too one-dimensional. It could have been so much better if they had really gone into the highs and lows of the emotional quality. And I can't say the ending. That's the
No,
worst
you
part.
can't, and don't.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But if I could.
That's funny because
In fact, they say don't see the trailer because the trailer gives it away.
Does it?
And that was a very.
it's funny you're talking about that high and lows because
Yeah,
I
they
kept
say
going.
don't watch the trailer. That a lot of people had that criticism that
It gives too much away.
I didn't get that
the
either.
trailer.
It's
I didn't
funny
see-
talking
I
about
didn't see the
it. It's funny how
trailer,
people see this different movies because I kept going with my hanky. Damn you, love! Damn you!
But because of that, and because
See, I didn't reach that point, for example. I didn't find it emotionally touching.
I watched it twice.
and that's what I
Yeah,
like.
both
I like
ends.
something to touch me
Yeah.
emotionally. It was mine one.
Do you need the baseball bat?
Don't waste your money renting it.
Okay, so let's go.
No, big question is, though, are you a George Michael's fan?
Who gives a shit? And yes, I do love George Michaels.
Okay.
Well, say good point because I did notice that they were playing songs, George Michael songs, that had to do with whatever was going on in the movie at the time. It's almost like his music was
Right.
narrating the movie. And I go, that's very clever. That
Yeah.
they play a song, that the lyrics of the song are what's going on in the movie.
That's why
But the
when
movie
they...
didn't go up to it.
Okay, I have to.
Which I thought.
You gotta watch
move on
Keanu.
because we have 5
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going
Rating?
with you. It's his movie, so I'm going with you first. What do you,
Oh,
you go to
I'm
rate
going to give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
I give it a 9.
3.
I gave it a 6.
Ouch.
Okay,
I'm
I
sorry.
want to call you
thought it
Mr.
was horrible.
6. I've seen a lot of 6 out of you.
Only because I saw its potential.
So-
Okay.
We'll be back.
What's it?